1, 2, testing. Good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes. Thank you for joining me here today. Due to the constantly evolving coronavirus pandemic, COVID-19, the rapidly increasing number of confirmed positive cases in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and the recommended protocols for coronavirus prevention and mitigation by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, allow me to share how we have arrived to this point as I announce the additional measures that I'll be saying today. Some of the actions my administrations have taken. On March 13, I hosted our federal, state, county, and local partners in a press conference where we went over the best health practices established by the CDC and the Pennsylvania Department of Health to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Just a few days later, on March 16th, with the support of Reading City Council, I signed a declaration of disaster emergency. The next day, on March 17th, we made the extraordinary decision to close City Hall to the public to prevent person-to-person contact. There is no playbook available to us on how we should operate in the days and weeks ahead. I can assure you that we have analyzed the situation further, and our responses to this developing COVID-19 pandemic, it is clear we need to do more. This is an evolving and fluid situation which mandates flexibility and the need to make very difficult and proactive decisions to protect the well-being of all concerned. Therefore, I have taken the unprecedented action to close City Hall to all non-essential employees effective today at 4 p.m. for an indefinite time period. All other non-essential employees will telework, and the day-to-day operations of City Hall will continue. I have taken these measures to play our part in mitigating the spread of COVID-19 among our employees, their families, and within our great city of Reading as a whole. All public safety departments, including the police department, fire department, Office of Emergency Management, will remain fully staffed. This also includes other critical services such as sanitation, water, and sewage that would also remain fully staffed and operational. I want to be clear. All city employees will continue to receive their normal pay and benefits, including health care, whether they are continuing to work from their offices, from home, or if their job duties have been reduced. The city remains committed to delivering critical services to our residents throughout this difficult time. Now, in the weeks ahead, perhaps more than ever, Reading residents will rely on us to deliver for them. To cushion the blow from this terrible disruption and extend a hand to those most in need. However, we must balance our mission of service delivery within the need to keep our workforce and the community safe, and these new policies are designated to do just that. During these challenging times, we cannot proceed with business as usual when the health and welfare of our residents and community are at risk. The City of Reading and I, as your mayor, will always work in the best interest as we navigate through these troubling times. I want to also publicly thank all nonprofit organizations and individuals who have stepped up to the plate to provide services during these trying times. To name a few: Helping Harvest, Reading School District, the Reading Recreation Commission, the Olivets Boys and Girls Club, faith-based organizations, El Centro Hispano, and many others, too numerous to say all here today. It is clear that many people have taken my advice to be good neighbors. Your actions have not gone unnoticed. It is because of those actions that I am optimistic that we will get through this together. Finally, I want to thank our city employees for their efforts to keep our government running efficiently and effectively. I also want to thank the first responders who are working tirelessly to fight back against a moving target. I also thank their families for lending them to us in their service. And of course, I want to thank our federal, state, county, and local partners because I know that we cannot do this without their support. Remember, as Governor Tom Wolf has stated, stay calm, stay home, stay safe. As I always say, we are each other's neighbors, so let's not forget that during these moments. Thank you. God bless you. God bless our city. God bless our country. I want to say a few words in Spanish. Buenas tardes, mis vecinos. Debido al crecimiento de la pandemia de coronavirus en el estado de Pensilvania, me he visto obligado a tomar algunas medidas extraordinarias para salvaguardar a la salud y vida de nuestros residentes y empleados. En todo momento ha estado siguiendo las recomendaciones que nos brinda el Centro para el Control y Prevención de Enfermedades, el Departamento de Salud de Pensilvania y el Departamento de Servicios de Emergencia del Condado de Berks. Por tanto, basándome en esas recomendaciones, he tomado la difícil decisión de cerrar la alcaldía para todos los empleados no esenciales a partir de hoy a las 4 de la tarde. Este cierre es uno sin precedentes y será por un periodo de tiempo indefinitivo. Esta orden excluye a los departamentos de seguridad pública, policía, bomberos, emergencias médicas y comunicaciones, ya que seguirán trabajando como de costumbre. También incluimos otros departamentos que seguirán trabajando ya que brindan servicios esenciales. Estos son departamentos de saneamiento, autoridad de agua y la planta de tratamiento de aguas residuales. He tomado esta medida para ayudar a contribuir contra la mitigación de la propagación de COVID-19 entre nuestros empleados, familiares y residentes de la gran ciudad de Reading. A nuestros compañeros de trabajo les digo y les quiero ser muy claro, todos los empleados de la ciudad continuarán recibiendo su salario y beneficios, incluyendo el seguro médico, como de costumbre, ya sea que continúen trabajando de su oficina o su hogar. Nuestra administración está comprometida a brindar los servicios y a nuestros residentes durante estos tiempos difíciles. Jamás los voy a abandonar, mi gente. Yo le prometo que como alcalde y ser humano siempre pondré primero la salud y el bienestar de todos nuestros residentes. Recuerden siempre esto: vamos a ser buenos vecinos unos con los otros y ayudar al más necesitado. Gracias a Dios, Dios me los bendiga a nosotros todos y a nuestra gran ciudad de Reading. Now I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our staff, both from the police and fire department, as well as our awesome commissioner, Mr. Kevin Beinhardt, for joining us, and my managing director, Mr. Pedro Cortez. I want to once again emphasize, if I was not clear enough, how these challenging times is going to require that we come closer than ever. I ask of you to please, let's become each other's neighbors. Let's help one another. let's make sure that we assist the most vulnerable individuals. As I look at the audience, I also noticed a staff member from State Senator Tom Calderon. I also see a staff member from a Congresswoman Christy Houlihan. Thank you both for being here. Now we're going to take a few questions. I'm going to respectfully have.
So the question was, do we know which cases of the 5 that the Department of Health identified from Berks County?
If any.
We do not have that information. There is no channel for the Department of Health to provide that kind of information, obviously due to the privacy acts for patients.
Any other question?
Are you telling the churches that we should restrict our teenagers?
My apologies, I couldn't hear you.
Should the church restrict how many people attend?
The question was, is there any restrictions on churches? Again, that's something that the governor and the president has stated in their comments. In fact, as I prepared to come and address you today, the governor went on live, which unfortunately I missed at the moment, but I'm going to go back to make sure if any additional information has been given. However, if I'm not mistaken, the last we had heard, churches have been mandated to be suspended. Is that within the spreadsheet? So again, our understanding is that they were in the spreadsheet. I also say that if I recall correctly, the president stated that he would encourage gathering of less than 10. So, any other question? Yes, sir.
Are you going to be requesting any of the city parks codes or playground areas
The question is whether the city will be closing any of our city parks or playgrounds. Yes, yes, we are. Well, the ones that are overseen by the Recreation Commission are being closed, and they're open areas for the most part. So what they're doing, which is becoming the best practice, is to do some taping around the swings or the equipment itself. Also to post signs that speak to COVID-19 and the best practices to avoid further spread. So it's being done in the city as well.
Remember that we're here to protect everyone, especially those that are most vulnerable. Children are very vulnerable. Adults, mature adults are very vulnerable. Adults with developmental disabilities are very vulnerable. And those that have health issues, chronic health issues. So we're going to do everything to protect everyone in those specifically areas. Any other question? Alrighty. Well, again, I want to thank you, each and every one. I cannot stress it enough how important that we come together in these very challenging times. I could only hope that I could count on your support to make sure that you keep yourself safe and your families so that we could overcome this sooner than later. God bless you once again and take care.